Hi everyone, my name is Lynn, your School Improvement Specialist, and I wanted to show you some tips today and some helpful things to help you get through your first week of online learning and teaching. So the first thing that I'd like you to do is open up our single sign-on, and I'd like you to click on Schoology. Click on Groups, and then click on Secondary Curriculum. So there is a really great post here from Dr. Lundy. She posted about the Schoology having a blog, and this is a link that I'd encourage you to click on and subscribe to this blog. Schoology every week pushes out some really great information to help you build your course and maybe add things that you didn't think of, or if you're beginning, it's really going to give you nice help and tips along the way. So there's another really great resource in here. There's a blog about a beginner's guide to using Schoology. And the person who wrote the blog has a course that's available for us to look at. So what I'd like you to do if you have some time this week is to join this course. So after you copy and paste the code, you're going to click on Courses. Then you're going to click over to My Courses in the upper right-hand corner. Join course. And we're going to paste in this code. So I'll give you a minute if you need to look at the code and type it in. And press join. Okay, so I'm already a member of this course. So what I'm going to do is scroll down and show you what this course is. So you'll notice on some of my courses, it says Lincoln Memorial Academy and then the period. And then down here it says Fieldcrest Section 1. So you want to make sure that when you're entering information for your courses, you're entering in your period number. If you click up on the school name, this is a public area that parents and students can access. So you want to make sure that you're not putting your course in here, because that's going to be open and available for anyone to look at. So what we're going to do right now is look at this sandbox course on the history of Western civilization. When you click on section 1, it's going to bring you to an example course. Something that I really like about this class is that they have an announcement up top that's pinned, and I'll show you how to do that in a little bit. So every time a student logs into the course, they're always going to see these different topics to click on. And this is something that I can show you at a later time for how to create this. So this is a self-paced course, and students can log in and go through each step of the course. One way that you can set up your course is by units, and within each folder, you can have tasks for students to do. Another way that I really like setting up the course, since our students are new to this, is setting a folder called Week 1 and label it March 30th until April 3rd. And then within that week, you can put in materials and expectations for your students. But this is just one way that you can set up a class, and you can click through these links and get more resources on how to do this. Another thing that I want to show you is CPOMs. This is going to be another great place for you to go to find online tutorials to share with your students based on the Q4 standards that you're teaching. So the first thing you have to do is sign in to CPOMs, and we're going to click on Florida DOE single sign-on account. And it should automatically get you to this homepage. If it doesn't, you can select your school district, and then it'll get you in from there. So some things that I want to show you is under resources. Okay, maybe you have to click on Resource Center. For some reason, it's not opening. Okay, so my resources just opened up. So when you click on this resource tab, right here it says original student tutorials. This is a really great place to go to get online examples for your students to work with. So we're going to click on this. If you teach math, there's math assessments right here. And then if you teach STEM, there's STEM assessments. ELA has formative assessments. So there's a lot of really great resources on here. So I'm going to click on the original student tutorials. And if you look right here, we have grades 6 through 8. And I'm sorry, that went kind of fast. So let me show you again. Resources, original student tutorials, and then grades 6 through 8. From here, you can pick your subject. So let's say I'm looking for English language arts tutorials, and I want to do grade 8. Okay, I'm going to hit submit. And right now, I see 53 items that go through and have little tutorials for students. You can also search by, I thought you could search by standard, but it looks like maybe right now you can only search by subject and grade. So again, ELA 8th grade, there's 53 items. And I'm just going to click on, let me find one. Okay, I'm going to click on this one, vocabulary scene investigation, just to give you an example of what the tutorials look like. And if this is something, oh, let me pause it. Okay, so you can see this is like a whole mini course for students to go through. It has the welcome, student objectives, some practice, final practice, and then solving a mystery. It says help solve a case by figuring out the meaning of mystery words using several different vocabulary strategies within this mystery themed interactive tutorial. And it also has the aligned standard right here. So this is another area that I'd like you to look at, and it could be another way just to help make your course more interactive for your students. So again, within Schoology, in our groups, under secondary curriculum, and then click on resources, I'd like everyone to be focusing on your Q4 standards. So I'm going to click on math. I'm going to click on 7th grade, and then Q4 curriculum map right here. So as you start planning and getting things together, you're going to use your curriculum maps as a guide to help you know what is our expected outcome. So use the curriculum maps to guide your instruction. You can use our Schoology sample course to help give you an idea of what your course can look like. Your CPOMS account, there are many student tutorials for your students to use. There's also assessments that I'd highly encourage you to check out, so that way you can assess your students to see how they're progressing with the standards. And then the next thing I'd like to show you is, let's say you have a question and you want to be able to get a hold of somebody either on your team or get a hold of me. So click on Microsoft Office 365. And then you'll see you have your Outlook, OneDrive, Word, Excel, PowerPoint, OneNote, SharePoint, and Teams. So Teams is how we're going to be communicating as a staff to work together. Since our district is no longer using the Zoom platform due to security, Microsoft Teams is our next best solution to this. What I really like about Microsoft Teams is that you can use it online, or there's an app on your desktop where you can have chats with teachers. You can set up your calendar and schedule appointments to work with people. So it's a really great resource to use. And you can see I'm a part of 3 different teams. I'm a part of the Lincoln Middle Staff team, the Coaches Academy, and School Improvement. And this is a place where we get together and we do just what I'm doing right now. I'm able to share my screen and you can see me and I can walk you through different parts of Schoology to help you make the best course and help you answer any questions you have. So what I want to show you about our Lincoln team, I've set up these, they're called channels. So we have the ELA team in each department. So this can be a place where we can share different ideas and have a weekly check-in with each other. So what I'd like you to do for today is just download Teams or look online and just play around with it. See if you can try to call someone or have a chat just to practice it. And again, Teams right now is only for staff members. We are not using this with students. If you want to work with your students, I'm going to show you how you can do that. So within your class, if you want to go to one of your courses, let's say you want to meet with your students tomorrow and have everybody see you. You're going to click on Conferences, which is right here, and you're going to set up a new conference. So I'm going to create a new conference, and I'm going to say, Welcome to Online Learning. And I'm going to start this tomorrow at, let's say, 8:30 a.m. My end time, I'm going to end this at 9 o'clock. So I'll just say this would be kind of like a homeroom check-in where I just want my students, if they are available, just to check in and say hi to me. So this is something that is not required for students. You can highly encourage them to join your conference, but you cannot require it. So you click Start Conference. And again, this is within the Schoology platform. And I'm going to join with my microphone. I have to allow access to my microphone. It's going to ask me if I can hear myself. Hello. And yes, I can hear myself. So I'm going to give it a thumbs up. So once you start your conference, you have a public chat over here where you can talk to your students and they can ask any questions that they have. You can also share notes as a class right here. And you can see I'm the only one in this platform. So you can set your status. Let's say I have a question and I want to raise my hand. If you're working with like maybe, I don't know, 15 students, you'll see a little hand pop up and that's a student saying, I need help. So you can also have students put in how they're feeling. Maybe they're confused about something you're talking about. So this is a nice little feature. They can change how they're doing. And then you can also share your screen within here. So what I'm going to click on is share your webcam. And you have to click allow. And for some reason it's start sharing. I don't know why it's not letting me start my video. It might be, I think it's not letting me start it because right now I'm already using my camera to record. But when you log in, you'll be able to share your camera and your screen. This is where you share your screen and you can click your entire screen. And then from here, your students can see what you're talking about. So again, this is a Schoology conference. It's a really great resource. They are held in Schoology for 7 days. So if you have a conference and a student can't make it to your conference, they can click back here under conferences and they can rewatch any meeting that they missed. So under completed, right now there's nothing completed because I need to click end conference. So I'm going to say it's over. And then under completed is where a student can log in and rewatch my little conference, which is a great thing. All right. The last thing that I want to show you is this screen recorder. So I'm using screencast-o-matic.com and it gives you 15 minutes of free videoing, which I really like. So it's nice because you can see a picture of me and you can see what I'm doing. So again, Lincoln Memorial Middle School, I'm here to support you. If you need any help this week, please send me an email. Remember, today I went over how to look at an example of a course.